Listen to me and listen good. Tinubu can be defeated effortlessly in 2027. Tinubu can be defeated. There is a proper Nigerian thinking of defeating Tinubu, and there is a political way of defeating Tinubu. If Tinubu doesn't allow free and fair elections to happen with INEC in 2027, which will erode a government of the people, for the people, and by the people, the political way of dealing with Tinubu is to use the North to get Tinubu out of office. So I can tell you, and at both ends, Tinubu is, as I talk to you now, forget about what his guys are pushing on social media. Forget about all of this decamping you are seeing here and there. A lot of these guys are defecting without their people. Tell me, is it in Edo State now that the current governor will tell Edo people to vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu? It's not even possible. No matter what, all of the money is being pumped into Edo State for them to do rules and all of that. It will not change the truth in the fact that people are tired, ostentatiously tired of who Bola Ahmed Tinubu and what he represents. So if we want to have a proper way to dealing with Tinubu and get him out of office, we'll ask that there's INEC reforms. INEC is truly made independent. We'll ask that electronic transmission of results is made mandatory. We'll ask that the server is protected, and for any reason there is any glitch or hinge at any process, it should be halted. Manual collation should be prohibited. We ask that candidates and all of the electoral malpractice, violence, thuggery, all of them should be minimal. Police plays their role independently. Tinubu will be defeated 4 hours into the elections. I swear to God, he will be defeated. There is no state apart from him. Even in Lagos State that he won before, he lost before, he will still lose it again. Tinubu will be defeated 4 hours to the election. However, this may not likely happen, right? It may not likely happen. We're already having the National Assembly are supposed to effect that, and now worse off. We have, if there's anything deeper than rubber stamp, we'll use it for them. But there is a political way, and that is what Tinubu employed in dealing with Jonathan in 2015. The North are prepared. As I talk to you, Northern Nigeria are ready to sack Tinubu. You are seeing all of the things, all of these defections you are hearing here and there. See, Rabi Musa Kwankwaso and the Kano State governor, all of them can decamp to the APC. It doesn't change the fact that when the time comes, when the chiefs are down, the whistle will be blown. Northerners will vote who the Northerners want. And that's the political way. And that's what Tinubu employed. All of the permutations, no one favors him. So as it were right now, if I were Tinubu, I will not contest 2027 elections because he can lose effortlessly. The truth of the matter is that these guys know. That's why they are selling the narrative of it is impossible. Is it, what will Sheriff tell Deltans to vote Tinubu in 2027? What will he tell Deltans? You see all of this propaganda happening. They are decamping with a political structure and a few persons. Does Sheriff have the voice to convince 20,000 Deltans to vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu? It's not even possible. It doesn't. Do whatever you can. As huge as Adam Soshomole is in Edo State and big in Edo North, Peter Obi won his election without having a sitting government. With all of the antis that Godwin Obaseki and Oshomole played from both ends of the state, Peter Obi won this election, won the state effortlessly, right? And it will still continue to happen. Remember that there is the Southeast that still plays the Republican type of Nigerian democracy, always going to make their choices. So there is a sane way to get Tinubu out of office. We must keep that in view. He is very beatable. That is, if he allows free, fair, and credible elections, if he's committed to having INEC reforms done, Tinubu would congratulate the next president-elect 4 hours to the election. But if he decides not to, which is likely going to be the option, he decides not to, there's a political way to get Tinubu out, and that is going back to the Northern effect. And don't blame me. It is not. I'm not proposing it. I'm telling you, these are things that are fact. And if you understand Nigerian political dynamics, it is very easy. As I talk to you now, the mobilization in the North, except if you are deaf, you see this same thing you are seeing now, heightening the security. You see all of these things, defection, back home, galvanizing and analyzing. All of these things were built up to the 2050 election, and then bam, it happened. So So Tinubu knows. And that's why you are seeing him pushing all of this North and South narrative to getting their attention. Oh, pull this governor. All of these governors are coming. It is in the north of Nigeria, and this is not to help them, I'm just saying. It is in the north of Nigeria where we have political actors that have got real-time followers. We don't have that in the south. Yes. As much as I like Adams Oshiomhole, I'm not sure Oshiomhole has the right to decide for me what we vote for president. But in the north, a single political influence can influence 1 million votes, if not even more, of his choice. Sometimes they don't even care who the person is. As long as their oga said vote for this person, he will vote. Unfortunately, this is not good for our democracy because all of these dynamics is not something that is healthy. Buhari took us 100 years backward with his 8 years of misrule and maladministration and clueless and valueless and worthless government. So we may have to begin to look at that again, another 8 years of return to the medieval and mediocre era, right? It is not fair. But for Tinubu to think that it is all done is a lie. Now let you, they think say it does set. And meanwhile, we can be deceptive, we can be here trying to play to the gallery, but the truth is the truth, and I can tell you. So Tinubu has a choice. Allow free, fair, and credible elections happen and stand a chance, or be ready to be defeated with a political situation just like you did in 2015. And what I am telling you now is evolve. Between now and 2027, you will see how it will happen. Again, like I said, I choose that Tinubu allows a free, fair, and credible election so that he can even stand a chance, but he will still be defeated. But if he decides not to do that, let him go and play all his political cards. I trust the North. We will be here. Since you say you want to turn this country to a one-party state, you will return the country to where we are coming from, make with the dragon. But at least we will ensure that Tinubu doesn't return to power in 2027, and then from there we will still get this country. This same thing Tinubu is doing now. The PDP did it before 2015. The PDP national chairman, the president's wife, all of them boasted and said that nothing will happen to the party, that they are in charge and they are going to rule for 60 years and beyond. Today, the PDP is almost as useless as the SUG government of a private university in Edo State. Very useless because the Dean of Student Affairs, no, the PA to the Dean of Student Affairs can strike out the government. That's how useless the PDP has become, unfortunately. Right? The same way the APC would, but they have a chance. The chance is to forget all of this other drama. Tinubu is just fighting with all his using his last strength to get all of this right. And all of this is a lot of the things that Tinubu is doing in the public place with all of this politicking. They are just noise he wants to make and give the impression that he knows, as I talk to you today, as it were now, Tinubu it is easier for Tinubu to go home than to win the election. It is very easier for him to go home than to win the election. No jokes. You may argue, but we'll be here. Catch you another time. Bye for now.